Hey
This is
Jamie, how
Jamie
are you?
Farmer with Starry Constellation Magazine. This is such an intense character for you, Bern. How was he initially described to you?
Well, they didn't tell me I'd be working in my underpants. I'll tell you that much, Jamie. But yeah, no, obviously it was a very, very strong script from the get-go, and that's obviously what you want as an actor. And I knew, some of Barnaby's work and was really pleased to see the cast that he'd attached. So numbers really was just the icing on the cake. This eccentric um, character who you don't immediately get hold of what his motivations are, what his morality is. And as obviously as an actor, you do want to look for characters who are sort of morally grey and interesting. It's much better than playing perhaps a stock hero or whatever. It's much more interesting.
Barnaby, you've assembled a great cast. How hands-on were you when it came to casting?
Well, yeah, I am. I was like really fortunate, and we did go through the casting, and and we got Eddie pretty early on, and and that's who I wanted. That's who I really wanted to be Eddie, and then from there it just grew into this perfect kind of. But even more than that, it just like the professionalism of them and the family atmosphere that we created was just beautiful. So I was a lucky guy to on the first movie to have this ensemble.
Bern, numbers doesn't seem to take too kindly to Ronnie secluding them all away. Talk about working with Eddie to flesh out that tete-a-tete you all frequently have on screen.
Yeah, do you know what, Jamie? What's lovely about working with Eddie in this particular character as well is that he's very much the center of the compass. He has a weight to him, and a sort of a tone that he sets as the character and as the actor himself, which then makes it very easy for the rest of us to fit in. It was also quite a claustrophobic
Sure.
set. It was very much there wasn't a lot of space, as it were. Obviously, this set was specifically made for the film in the studio in West London, but it was quite a small space, which actually helped the characters. It added to that feeling that there really was no escape. And obviously, again, Eddie at the center of that, the danger of Sam, the innocence of Tien, the mystery, the mystery of the other characters coming in. It was just really great to work on. Yeah.
Barnaby, is there a particular scene you're most proud of the work that came from page to screen?
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, it's like I'm just really proud of like how I've created a film that's basically in this is a chamber piece and creating this rhythm throughout. So even though I have moments in it that I really really love, but it's just trying to like get this ecosystem kind of working in this kind of world, and creating that was really like I'm really proud of that. Um, but there's a scene called 62 where they're all sitting around the table and they're trying to discuss their next plan, and it's like, and I love that scene. It was I shot it twice. I didn't felt like I got it the first time, so I did it the second time. But there's so many shots in the movie that I just like love. I mean, there's one shot of Burn because it's Burn's here, but where Eddie's knocking on the door saying they've had a problem, and Burns lying on the bed, and he's completely out of it, and he leans up and he literally comes right close to the camera, and he says, and he's like, and I love that any of the scenes with Burn, and it was a pleasure, but it was like, yeah, it I'm just proud of everything that was in that house. I mean, I'm obviously proud of everything else, but everything in that house to try and make it work was really good.
Bern, was there much room for you to add some dialogue here or there of what you felt numbers would snap into a scene, or was the script just so great you didn't need to add anything?
Yeah, didn't need to add anything at all. It was all there. It was all there, Jamie. To be honest,
is always a bit of a relief when you know you can just lean on the work that's been done. You know, obviously there was some slight improvisation with working out a fight scene or something like that. You sort of go, oh, right, let's try this or let's try that. But no, the script in itself was, when it comes to numbers anyway, was rock solid. Yeah.
Also, just your we did add in a lot of little like you were talking under your breath a lot.
Oh yeah.
Talking under
Yeah.
your breath a lot. And we added that wasn't in the script, and we added he added that in a lot. So
I was talking about you, Barnaby. No. Need more sandwiches, something like that. Yeah.
Crafty's not up to stuff,
That's
right?
right. That's right.
Well, this is such a great film, Barnaby. It's an intense ride through and through, uncertain of who's genuine and who's not.
Hmm.
Is that what you hope lingers with audiences, this thrill ride and makes it such a fast fan favorite?
I just, I'm, as I said before, the whole film is done in like, literally one room and, in like these couple of rooms in the house, and to try and keep that intensity up for that amount of time was really challenging for me because it's not something I went in there thinking, oh, that's going to be a challenge because when you read the script and everything, it's because most films rely on cutting to another scene, cutting to another location, cutting to another situation. Whereas I didn't. I mean, we have like monologues and we have so many scenes around the same table. So to try and get the pace right and try and get it took a long time to get that pace right and to get that kind of thing. So I'm so happy that people are feeling the slow clock or the burning of the tension and the wielding of the thing because it's like that's what we put into it. We we tried, the character, the fifth character of the set and everything, we really try to dial up so much to keep that interest in and keep that rhythm going. And so I'm really happy that you're saying that.